It's the nightcap here in the Dome Gymnasium where your Bluefield University Rams take on the St. Andrews Knights. I'm Jackson Dash, joined by Kirsten Palmbach. Kirsten, what do we see out of them in Game 1?
In Game 1, they kind of struggled a little bit in that first set or two with their serve receive and with their serving and some of the small mistakes that you're not supposed to be making at this level of volleyball. But they definitely picked it up in the last two sets they were playing. They started covering a little bit better. That's still something they can work on. But they did better with their blocking. Their serving was more consistent, and it was needed at more times when you usually would miss in their situation.
First serve comes. Pancake attempt to no avail. First points on the board for Bluefield. St. Andrew coming into this contest 15-4. Head coached by Ben Twigger. Rams coming in over a big win. Their second ever NCAA win over Alderson Broadus. Now, this Alderson Broadus team gave the St. Andrews team a run for their money. Both the Rams and the Knights both captured the win 3-1. A kill from Devin Robinson sets up 2-0. It's for Nam Morales. Is back for his third consecutive serve. The set. And big man Julian Rodriguez takes it right down. I saw him in game, I guess it was in the last game. He was just all over it in set one. What really plagues this St. Andrews team is the longevity of how well they can play. And that, I think that just goes along with any kind of volleyball team. Blocked over at the top 2-2. Serving now, Dakota Hodling from Cinema Riches, New York. Serve comes. The set. And Duran hits it right into the net, 3-2. As Hodling dribbles. That becomes unreturnable, makes it 3-all. And Tony Martin up to serve. Tries to dribble it through the legs, unsuccessful. 3-3. Tools off right behind him. Makes it 4-3. Like I said, Alderson Broadus gave the Knights quite a run for the money along with Bluefield earlier today. And I remember it was a big deal when Randolph-Macon fell here at home against the Bluefield University Rams. Coach Alvarez has a quick conference. The referee gets the signal, it comes. The set. And the kill from Robinson ties it all up. And one thing that was very intriguing to me when I watched the St. Andrews Alderson Broadus match was the fact that St. Andrews doesn't really play flashy volleyball.
Yeah, they're definitely more controlled, in my opinion. They don't do a whole lot of crazy plays or anything like that. It's just your simple 3 different hitters. They're same sets almost every single time. Every now and then their middle will run something a little different, but that's one thing that I've noticed with them too. They don't do anything that's gonna throw the other team off a bunch. which I think, honestly, if they could get some plays where they do some crossing runs with their hitters, I think it'll definitely make a difference for them too, because it'll make it harder for that block.
Dunk from Jadiel Diaz. 6-4 in favor of the Rams. Devin Robinson to serve. On the line, Adkins tries to recover. Martin sets across. Touch point, 6-5.
Serving for St. Andrews, Diego. Correction, Hazim Alagofo.
Hazim Aldagafar. A little too much heat causes it to be 6-6. Lead taking serve to come. Mutter. That tools off point. Bluefield makes it 7-6.
Now serving for Bluefield, number 17, Terrell Boston.
Terrell Boston, one of the few Richmond boys. The set. Mutter keeps it alive. And the kill from Jadiel Diaz makes it 8-6. Intends to hype out. We're showing a crowd, and I know aren't that many members yet, but as the game becomes more exciting and more people watch at home, tend to see more people come in. Same as it'll be into the soccer team. The Rams recover. Set deep, unreturnable, makes it 8-7. Should be a big in-conference win for the Rams. The Rams part of the Mid-South Conference. In the next season will become part of the newly created Men's Volleyball Appalachian Athletic Conference group. They have multiple additions such as Weber International and Kaiser. It's too much heat, makes it 8-8. One of the very few mistakes the Rams can't afford to make. And Souza serves. 9-8.
Serving for the Rams, Caleb Ward.
Rams played St. Andrews once earlier this season. Calling 3-1. Things couldn't get quite over right into the tape. Falls back 9-9.
Serving for St. Andrews, Emmanuel Montalvo.
Montalvo out of Juncos, Puerto Rico. He comes. Service there. So Ram back. Lead back to the Rams. Diaz. Dig set. Hand kick, great save. Knights still keeping it in play. Dig. Set. Go straight up. Set. Morales. Drop in right past the wall, makes it 11-9, and a great rally for the Rams to win. As Diaz goes back to serve. Out of the arms of Libero. Cross-court kill comes from the Knights, makes it 11-10.
Serving for the Knights, Kadani Orbs.
Kadani Orbs from Huko'o, Puerto Rico. Too much heat from Robinson makes it 11-11. And as I look on this roster, most of St. Andrew's team is, well, I say most, quite a few of their international students hailing from Puerto Rico. And I know that Coach Alvarez tends to also pick up a couple studs from the U.S. territory.
Now serving for Brazil,
Fernand Morales. So from Morales, a bump, dumped in, Ward couldn't get under it, makes it 12-all. Ties up this ball game. That's something that St. Andrews also tends to do, is keep their games close. They don't like to really sit on a lead. They don't like to gain a lead either. They tend to play to the competition. Maybe that's just them knowing themselves. As the unreturnable comes from Eric Duran, 13-12. And Tony Martin.
serving for the Rams, Tony Martin.
Set. Kill coming for the Knights, 13-all.
Bluefield's really struggling right now with their block and closing it and being able to read the hitters. They're not really watching what they're doing, what their consistency is, and they're just kind of jumping at this point. I think they really need to close that and be big up there and actually have a purpose.
Ace comes for St. Andrews. Rams getting back in that L formation. Serve comes. Dog up. Block. Drops it on the far side corner. Point Knights. Service there. 15-14, Robinson to serve.
Devin Robinson serving for the Rams.
Robinson is a big part of the Rams offense. Rams definitely have quite an array of pretty tall people. As he tried to use his length on that, they're going to say it dropped right in front of him. 16-14.
Alden Hafar serving for St. Andrews.
As Alde Hefar now serving, coming from Cairo, Egypt. Set. Goes out. 17-14. Aldefar dribbles. Right to Mutter. Pulls out. Bluefield comes with a lucky break. 17-15, and serving specialist Terrell Boston now to serve. Set. That's blocked. Bump. It's back. Lewis. Ball handler had to get way out of the way. Joust at the top. And the points are going to go to St. Andrews. 18-15.
Serving for the Knights, Jacob
D'Souza. In Quail Valley, California. It's set. Rams right on time with it. I'm hoping that Montalvo is all okay. I know he had a little bit of an issue in game one, but looks like he's fine all right. Serve comes right into the net. Point for the Rams. 18-16. Coach Alvarez, quick talk with his right-hand man, Caleb Word. Score corrected, 18-17. Rams one away from tying it all up late in set number one. Serve, a bump, set by Hodling. Great save by Word. Ricochets the wrong way into the stands, 19-17. Montalvo to serve.
St. Andrews, Jan and Little Montalvo.
Set. And the kill from Jovion Banks. Quite a head and hands on Banks. Serve. Blocked. Right in the stands. Pulls out. 19-18. And the tallest guy on the court, Julian Rodriguez. Substitutes in. Serve comes from Orbs. Set. Caught in the net. 20-18. 21-18. Timeout called. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1989, Black Tie Charter has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions in West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. We're seeing still quite a few mistakes earlier in earlier in the match, late in set number one.
Yeah, Bluefield just needs to clean it up. Like right now, they're just being sloppy. They're not getting what they need to do. They're better than this. I've seen them play a million times better than this. This is not the Bluefield team that we're used to, and it's very obvious because they're not closing the block. They're not covering their hitters. They're not covering the block. They're not getting the balls up that they would normally get up easily. They're being lazy almost, and it just needs to be something that they all need to just come to terms with and be like, come on, we're better than this. We can do better than this.
Now, not only would this be a big in-conference win, but a big motivational win. I was talking to Coach Shea when he came up here. He said they were on the road for 4 days, having 2 games, coming back. They had another game. This is their 4th game in 5 days?
Yeah, I think they have 4 more this week.
And that's going to be a wear and a tear, but please tune in. You can find all the information and watch, places to watch on bcrams.com. The serve comes. The set. Pushed over. Right into Orbs' hands. Pretty upset about that one. 21-19 for Nan Morales, the libero. So Alto, Puerto Rico. Spins, serves, set. Gonna get the point for the Knights, saying Duran's fingers were over the tape. 22-19. Off the set, and it's blocked. That is just got to be a tough wall to break through. That's Hodling. Now up to serve. Set from Word. And the kill from Atkins. Gets everyone all hyped up.
Serving from Bluefield, Tony Martin.
Set. Too much heat from Julian Rodriguez. Brings it within 2. In the home stretch. Set number 1. 23-21. Martin to serve. Set. Drops in. Great dig. Robinson pulls off. Tried to recover. Not going to be enough. 23-22 in favor of St. Andrews. Rams come within 1. As Tony Martin behind the line. Set. That's blocked. Goes out.
Hernandez.
And it's set point. I can see some of the discrepancy from up here. It looked like it had gone out. 24-22.
Timeout.
And they're going to call a timeout. And we'll take a quick break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We're back with set point. As the serve comes from Hernandez. Skyrockets. Morales, we're trying to keep it in play. Keeps it in the box. Fools cross court. 25-22. St. Andrews takes set number 1, and we'll be back here shortly with set number 2 action on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
It's set number 2 of the nightcap here in the Dome Gymnasium. St. Andrews Tech set number 1, 25-22. And as Caleb Word sets up,
Serving for St. Andrews, Dakota Hoodley.
take that back. Serving now, Dakota Hodling. The 6'3" senior. The bump. Cross court. Did I miss that? Did they call that a touch?
I believe they called net.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, though. The refs didn't exactly do the signals, so it threw me off a little.
Sometimes you'll see me sitting up here going, because the ref will just be like, It was a punt. Robinson still capped up. Free ball coming up for the Rams. I would say that was not only 4, but that was definitely a double. It was ricocheted between Rodriguez's hands. Diaz now at the serve. Comes across. Set. Pulls out. From the spike from Robinson makes it a 3-0 lead. And a quick timeout, and we're going to take a short break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher.
Diaz up to serve. Get across. Set. Trickled around. I'll give the point to St. Andrews for coming over the tape. 3-1. As Kirsten said, it kind of looked like St. Andrews had rolled out of bed and they weren't ready to play. Let's see how they can try to recover. Set. Kept on the line. And a little miscommunication makes it 3-2.
Right now, it just seems like they're both just passing the bet across the court. Hey, you want to take a quick nap? Here you go. Hey, now it's your turn.
Hernandez out of San Juan, capital of Puerto Rico. Set. And too much heat. Cross court out of bounds. 3-3. Service there. Looks like Hernandez may have taken a misstep. 4-3. Rams take the lead. The set. Hernandez giving the unreturnable, gets on the upper level of the dome. 4-4. Everybody all hops up, they're okay. 4-4. And Al Jafar from Cairo, Egypt. Now to serve. Another service there that has plagued men's volleyball since we started covering it. Seems to be one of the biggest things. You don't see that too much in women's volleyball. And I don't know, men's volleyball isn't super big in a lot of places. Grande trying to keep it alive. Goes over by Martin. Out of bounds, 6-4. Checks out 5-5. De Sousa to serve. Set. Tools off a couple nights, makes it 6-5.
Serving for Bluefield, Kevin Robinson.
Robinson back to serve. Rams trading side out for side out. Trying to break that streak. Set. And the kill from Grande. 7-5. Robinson back to serve. Set. Drops in. Ward Martin recover. Diaz can't get under it. 7-6. Set number 2, St. Andrew currently has the 1-0 lead in sets. Rams leading the set 7-6. As Montalvo serves. Rams with a great save. Blocked at the line. 7-7. Montalvo. Set. Drop in. 8-7. Montalvo back to serve again. As St. Andrews takes the lead. Set. Skyrockets towards the top. Drops in. That's a couple Rams. Looks like they might be lacking some very important communication, not being where they need to be. See if they can fix that. Serve comes from Montalvo. There's the tape, it's jousted. I'm going to give the point to St. Andrews. Off the error. Makes it 10-7 in favor of the Knights from Laurinburg. Drops past the tape. Set. He's blocked. Unreturnable goes under, makes it 11-7. Yeah, 7-11. Robinson coming in from Mutter. Service error gives the Rams the lucky break. They needed 11-8.
Serving for the Rams, Terrell Boston.
Serving specialist Terrell Boston. Serving for his second time today. Set. Rams trying to get a piece of it. Rams get that point. Boston gave Diaz quite a weird glare. But I think it was kind of we got this, man. I like that. I like that. But up here, it kind of looked like he was giving crazy eyes.
Yeah.
As Boston goes back to serve. And the kill from Figueroa Diaz. lot of substitutions. As Kadani Orbs now to serve. Set. And the kill from Jadiel Diaz. Personally, who leads the Ram in kills. Word waiting the ref signal. Serve comes. Set. 5 seconds, the court goes out of bounds. 12-11, the Rams come within one. The set. Right into Morales' hands. Word. Too much heat from Robinson. Totaling with the service error. 13-12. Diaz behind the line. Couple dribbles. Wearing the double knee pads. Bump. Set. And the kill for the Knights. You want to say it's out?
I definitely think it was out from my point of view. Fernando Libero was actually halfway across the line as it was, and it was on the outside of his foot. So there's no way it could have been in.
They're going to give those points to St. Andrews, 14-12. Service there, 14-13. Knights still lead this set and in sets. Set. Trying to keep in play. Rolls out 14 all. Over halfway done with set number 2. As the serve comes from Morales. Tools out. Morales couldn't get there in time, 15-14. As the Knights regain the lead.
On the Hafar, serving for the Knights.
Now to Hafar. 15-14. Set. And a kill from Robinson right in the pocket. Nobody there. Ties it up 15 all.
Now serving for Bluefield, Tony Martin.
Bump. It's the pylon. Rams finally take back their lead in set number 2. Tony Martin now to serve. Comes across the tape. Set. Dumped in. Drops in. Martin couldn't quite get that pancake. 16-16. As D'Souza. Yep. 6'1" outside hitter from Quail Valley, California. From across the country. Set. Bump. Grande with a little too much heat. 17-16. Very close set. D'Souza with the ace. 18-16. Set. Net violation goes in favor of the Rams. 18-17. Robinson to serve. Appreciate all of you guys joining here on the Rams Digital Sports Network for the third game of this tri-match. Both teams winning their previous game. That service error makes it 19-17 in favor of the Knights. As Montalvo goes back to serve. Mutter coming in for Robinson. Set. Comes across. Pushed over, towing the line. Gets past the wall. Gets the touch go out. 20-17. Knights starting to pull away. A little more miscommunication, 21-17, timeout coming up. Kirsten, the Rams are kind of out of system.
They're struggling. They're not talking to each other. They're being lazy. They're not. Literally, there have been at least 5 in the past 10 points that it was miscommunication, and that is the reason St. Andrews was able to get the point. And don't get me wrong, St. Andrews is a great team. They're doing amazing, in my opinion. They're doing pretty good. In the beginning of the set, they kind of started a little rough, and they came back and fought back for it. However, in my opinion, St. Andrews isn't exactly earning a lot of these points. Bluefield is pretty much giving it to them. They're like, here, we're going to miss this ball. You can take it. Go for it. Like, no big deal. They're missing their serves. They're not getting serve-receive balls up. Their passes are not going straight to their setter, so their setter doesn't have 3 options. Most of the passes have only given Word probably 2 option passes every single time. He only has 2 options. Well, the defense is going to be able to set up. They know exactly where he's going to go every single time, and it's hard for him. How is he supposed to split up his offense when he doesn't have the option? They need to get those passes. They need to get their middles involved, split it up. If they have that opportunity, I feel like they will do a lot better, but they aren't doing that right now. Brutal honesty.
I was going to say, that was a lot of information, and I'm going to assume most of that was constructive criticism, but I know it all comes from love and all these boys, because the men's and women's team are so closely knit.
Most definitely. Love every single one of them, and I hope they truly win, but they're not going to if they act like this.
Now that looks like a much better motion offense that maybe the Rams can take over and get the rest of these points as it comes into crunch time in set number 2. A very tough team in St. Andrews. This is just a tough conference in general. As that service error makes it 22-18. I know Campbellsville and Georgetown both made it to the NAI National Championship last year as the 1 and the 2 from the Mid-South. Those are teams that are some household programs on the men's and women's side. Forbes to serve. Service error for service error, 22-19. Bump, set, and a kill for Hernandez. 2 points away from taking set number 2.
Serving for St. Andrews, Dakota Holding.
Hodling. Morales. Set. Diaz into the net, goes out. Set, point coming up. Check that. What did I miss?
Off the block, it went out.
Oh, I thought it hit the metal bar.
No, when Jadiel hit it, it went off of the middle's hands and went out.
Set. Bypasses the Rams. And that's it. Check that. 24-20. They took a quick timeout.
I do have to say that middle right now is kind of throwing the ball, not exactly tipping it. Personally, as a ref, I would call that a throw. 110%. He's done it twice now, and both times we're far from a tip.
Looks like he's curving his hands.
He is literally grabbing the ball and throwing it down, which you're not allowed to do. So any other league or any other division, you'd get called for that every single time, where NAI is a little more fluctuant with it, but that's still not acceptable in NAI as well. And you can see Bluefield's side every single time it happens. They're like, really? Like, we can't do that, so why should they be allowed to?
I don't know why he's playing volleyball. He's 6'10". I'm surprised he's not starting in the NBA.
You're not wrong.
And he's really quick. He's a solid big guy, and he's extremely quick.
Yeah, he's gotten to some of those blocks where even like for a second he gets tripped up, he's still there.
Another thing I've noticed is that I feel like men's volleyball is one of the few sports that they allow you to wear neckwear. They do the same for women's volleyball?
Nope, women are not allowed to wear any jewelry. I'm glad you brought that up because it's not fair.
That's what I've a lot, and we'll definitely talk about that as we move into set number 3. Where St. Andrews currently leads 2 sets to none.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world.
It's set number 3. Rams currently trail 2 sets to none. We'll wait for set number 3, and I was getting the handyman talk from my color and teaching me how I should fix the bar stools up here, along with how we don't like that men get to wear jewelry.
Yep.
on volleyball.
Especially since women are the one who typically wear jewelry more in the first place, but can't even wear a cross necklace if we want, which I think honestly is almost against religion.
Okay, well,
We could go all day on this.
that's probably as far as we're gonna go. As Tony Martin now up to serve. Doug joust at the line. Sanders to recover. Bumped up. Over the tape. Set. Tries to drop in. St. Andrews doing a fantastic job being everywhere. As that goes out, 1-0 in favor of St. Andrews. St. Andrews, like I said, hailing from Lortonburg, North Carolina, on the North Carolina-South Carolina border. I believe on the east side of the state. Set. There's not much going on in Lortonburg. Kind of like a blue field in North Carolina. As that goes straight into the net, makes it 2-0. You guys have traveled to St. Andrews, right?
Yeah, we did.
Granted, the one thing that I wish more teams would get to do is get to view the city. Although, like I said, I don't think there'd be too much to do in Laurinburg. The unreturnable gets the I just poked myself in the eye. As the unreturnable gives the Rams their first points, the former assistant coach of Bluefield University Wrestling, who was a graduate of St. Andrews, and was telling us about thought it was weird that we were complaining because there's so much more to do here. As the service error makes it 3-1, Rams trail in set number 3 along with in sets. Diego Hernandez up to serve. Quite a long day. Kirsten said she's been here since before noon as that service error goes for service error. 3-2. Well, you love every minute of it, right? You love every minute of it?
Gotta love volleyball.
Gotta love volleyball. Now, we're very appreciative of the men's volleyball team along with the women's volleyball team who helped extremely with upkeep during most other people's seasons. As that rolls off the hand of Word, makes it 4-2. I know Coach Alvarez and Coach Gallimore take a lot of pride in this amazing facility. I always think it's funny that we have the little sign that says student section, and all the students tend to sit away from it. Serve comes.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever even noticed that sign was there. Because everyone always sits right in the middle. They never sit over there.
No, they like to sit in between the McDonald's and Chick-fil-A signs. And I don't know, if you want to make your next event special with Chick-fil-A at the Mercer Mall catering, the Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offer options such as nugget strip salads and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. As the serve comes from Word. Cross court goes to touch somebody, I guess.
They called it in. I thought it was out, definitely.
I'm pretty sure it almost hit some of the women's volleyball players, like Monet Galloway and Destiny Long. But may my eyes beseech me. Fernandez, a little too much heat, makes it 6-3. Serve comes. Set by Word. Diaz with the cross-court kill. 6-4. Too much. Trying to say Word got a handle on it. The referee going to talk with the line judge, who went in favor of St. Andrew. Which I wish we had replay, because I don't know, maybe we could have re-looked at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Word touched it, because even when line judge Jess went over to talk to the up ref, he even had the look on his face. He's like, yeah, and started nodding his head. He knew.
Just had to make sure. The cross-court service there, 7-5.
Serving for the Rams.
And the slow starting set 3. Bump. Robinson doesn't get quite under it just right, 8-5. Knights currently lead by 3. The ace from Figueroa Diaz, 9-5. Figueroa Diaz into the net, 9-6. We've got quite a few other sports going on this week. I take that back. We were supposed to have softball, but that became an away game because of some impending weather. As that service error makes it 10-6. But on Friday, we'll have a single game for Columbia International versus Bluefield Baseball, and the doubleheader of that series on Saturday, along with a doubleheader of women's softball against Union. So you can catch all of that on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Set. That's blocked by Devin Robinson. 10-7. Robinson back to serve. Service error by Robinson makes it 11-7. As Hernandez from the capital of Puerto Rico now to serve. Set by Word. Set. Goes out. Double in favor of Bluefield. Serving specialist Terrell Boston now to serve. Set. And the kill from number 3, Jacob D'Souza. 12-8. Braden Rubiano from Coconut Creek, Florida. Drops in on the far corner. 13-8.
Serving for St. Andrews, Braden Rubiano.
Rubiano spins it a couple times. Jumps to serve. Goes right past the net. Somebody there. Set. And the kill from Jovion Biggs puts a point and a possession to the Rams.
Serving for the Rams.
Set. Diaz drives into the net. 14-9. 5-point lead for the St. Andrews Knights. Atkins gets it over. The set. Floated over. Gonna call it on Banks. We're going over the tape. 15-9. We're gonna take a short break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where St. Andrew currently leads 15-9.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling, from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need.
15-9 the score. As Jacob D'Souza waits for the referees, all clear. Dug up. Still trying to keep it alive. Knights cannot be able to do it. Right out of the timeout. 10-15. Rams get that point they need to take back this serve. Jadiel Diaz now to serve. Great start out of the timeout. Looks like when the sun goes down, the Rams come out. Diaz to serve. Bump, set. Robinson gets it across. Tucked in. Knights still keeping it in play. Rivero had to dodge it. 3 unanswered for the Rams.
I do have to say, when David Atkins came in, he came in ready to block, ready to hit, ready to play. He's made a huge difference just in the past 4 or 5 points that he's been in.
Big caught in the net. 15-13. Rams 2 away from tying it all up. It's coming in for Cintron. Hernandez. Diaz gets the all clear. Off. Drops right in, 16-13.
Serving for the Knights, Yamaro Montalvo.
As we peer into the second half of set number 3, Rams need to win it to keep the match win dream alive. Bump. Floated over. Morales there, set. Rolls out the tape, 17-13.
You know, I've definitely noticed they start to get, Bluefield starts to get back up. They start to get excited. They start to get those points. They lose 1 point, and their entire demeanor, every single one of their faces goes from happy to crap. Like, that's not how it should be. Every single point matters. Every single point counts. So why are they giving up so easily right now?
Set. Word. Robinson gets St. Andrews to tool out. 17-15.
Let's see if they can break that pattern right now. They're excited right now. Let's see if they can keep it for the rest of the game.
That's going to have to be the goal if the Rams have any chance of taking over these next 3 sets. Cross court goes out, 17-16. Hernan Morales, couple dribbles. Serve. Big set. Floated over, no one there. 18-16. Francisco Figueroa Diaz from Fajardo, Puerto Rico. Hits the tape, bounces back for the service error. 18-17.
Tony Martin serving for Bluefield.
Tony Martin to serve. Set. And the kill.
Point St. Andrews.
19-17. Trading point for point. As Hodeling. Bump. The set. Still kept alive. Diaz there. Grande gets it through. 1 point difference.
Point.
19-18. Robinson.
Serving for Bluefield.
Serve.
Leo Fernandez. Correction, Tommy Robinson.
Bump. Set. And Hernandez with the kill. And I have to agree with Kirsten after studying the palm a little bit more.
He throws it every single time. He grabs the ball and throws it. You can't do that. He's getting away with it right now, so he's going to continuously do it. But that is not legal in volleyball.
It's got to be frustrating for the Rams. There's a little more miscommunication. Brings St. Andrews within 4, and they're going to set up a timeout. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you
21-18, 4 points away from taking the match. Let's see what the response from Bluefield can be. Serving, Diego Hernandez. Jump from Word, 21-19.
See, Word used just his fingertips and pushed it a little bit with his fingertips. He doesn't use the palm of his hand. The second the ball reaches your palm and you're holding that ball for more than a second, yeah, not legal.
Well, as Coach A says, you have to try your best to leave no doubt. Gonna call it in. 22-19. Rams only 3 behind, but St. Andrews only 3 away from ending this match. Viano. Dig. Diaz blocked. Dump. Still kept alive. Free ball coming up. 2 sets. Goes out. 22-20. Point Rams. Caleb Word now up to serve. Gets another point, 22-21. returnable. 23-21. Set. Drops in. 23-22. Rams bring it within one. Diaz. Couple dribbles. Dug up. Set. Goes out. It's all tied up. 23 all. Rams looking a lot better in crunch time. Trying to keep this match alive. Diaz serves. Goes out. Point St. Andrews. It's match point. And Montalvo up to serve. What can the Rams do? Tries to drop it in. And with the reach over the net, the Rams take this one 3-9. Kirsten, do you have any parting thoughts?
I think Bluefield is going to have a very rough practice next time they have one. They definitely got lazy. They stopped caring. They stopped trying. They came back sometimes and decided to play, and then second they lost a point, they went right back into their slump, and they just couldn't get out of it. They kept getting into their heads. They didn't let anything else around them even try to help them. They had a few different players who came in, tried to make a difference, and it made a difference for 4 or 5 points, and then went right back into sleep mode.
Rams drop a heartbreaker in the final set, 25-23, and we'll be back here shortly with a post-game interview with Coach Alvarez here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision, but where's it taking you?
Rams drop this one 3-9. I'm here with Coach Alvarez. Coach A, what are you able to take away from that match?
Well, Jackson, I'll be honest with you. I think we just ran out of gas. We're worried about this. I said that in the last broadcast that, coming back from 4-day match, 4 games in 3 days, being out on the road for so long, and then having a big travel day yesterday, and then getting back in the gym today after we made the guys go to class, after we made them, attend to their stuff, that this could happen. But at the end of the day, we got to execute better. I felt like there was one timeout there in the third set that I knew I needed to call a timeout. They needed help. They needed something. And Jackson, I'll be honest with you. I called the timeout. I had no idea what I was going to say. And I got in a huddle, and they knew I was worked up. They knew I was upset, and I didn't say a single word for the entire minute, 15 seconds that we're in there. And they came out, and they responded to that. And I felt like we competed a little better. But what I did see was a bunch of guys that were trying to score points and then hit out of bounds or hit into the net and make silly mistakes that normally they probably wouldn't make if they weren't overcompensating. That's what I saw.
Well, Coach A, what are some of the bigger things you guys are going to have to work on? I know your guys' next match will be, I said that and I completely forgot what your next match is going to be.
Yeah, so what we did here today was we hosted Alderson Broadus earlier, and they are an NCAA team, a Division II team. And in order to make it worth their trip, we did a tri-match so that they can pick up an extra match on the same day. So we called around a bunch of schools that, as we were scheduling, and asked who'd be interested. And Ben over at St. Andrews, he's an outstanding young man. He's one of the young coaches in our conference and doing a fantastic job. And he said, Coach, I'll play anybody, anywhere. Let's go. So this was actually what we consider a non-conference match, even though it's a conference opponent. But we only play St. Andrews once. That counts for our conference record. And that's going to be Friday as we all travel to Life University. And we have a neutral site, and we pick up some extra conference matches all at one, all bunched up, if you will. We call that a conference pod.
I did realize that it was called a pod. What do you guys have to work on going into some? You guys are going to have some really tough matches when you go down to.
Yes, yeah. We believe that St. Andrews is probably a top 3 team in our conference, if not 3, maybe 4. I think they're receiving votes nationally. I know that Warner is receiving votes, and Life University is always real tough to beat. So those are our next 3 opponents, Friday and Saturday this week. And so we got to play up. We got to execute better. The little things that we know how to do, we got to do better. Today, we really needed a flawless or a near perfect match in order to, beat these guys. And I don't know that perfect's the word, but we definitely need to execute the little things better. We just didn't have enough in the tank.
Well, Coach Alvarez, thank you so much for joining me. And, of course, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take it easy, Rams fans.
Thank you, Jackson.